Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing my December plan with me in my bullet journal and also flipping through November. I can't believe we're at the final month for 2021. It's absolutely crazy. So if you guys want to see my entire 2021 bullet journal playlist, the link will be down in the description box. So there's quite a few other themes that I have done, but here we are, the last one. So let's get started with the November flip through. So for this theme, I did a very colorful kind of space theme, I guess. I used a lot of these post-it notes that are super colorful and neon, and I just played around with a lot of different bright colors, which was really fun to do because for the past couple of months prior, I was doing pretty neutral themes and stuff like that. So for example, in this one, I used a pink marker for my daily to-do list. I also included some star stickers and some black washi tape as a little accent, and then this one has like a little Dutch door situation going on. So it was a really fun month to create spreads. As you can see for this page, I went extra crazy with the post-it notes and really went to town with making them for each separate day, so I had a spot for my to-do list. But that concludes the lovely November, and here we are December. So for my cover page, I am drawing on my iPad. I'm using the app Procreate, and I just went with a super neutral color scheme. I guess it's just kind of in response to my super colorful one from November. But just a tip, if you guys find a photo that you like, such as one on Pinterest, you can import it into your color palettes, and then it'll select all of the colors from the photo, which is exactly what I did for this, just so I had these really pretty nice neutral colors, and then they corresponded well with the photos that I ended up printing out to glue into my bullet journal a little bit later. So as you can see, my color palette is up on the screen over there. And whenever I'm doing drawings on Procreate, I like to play around with the different textures of the many brushes available to me. So I often use one that's kind of like a more chalky texture, and I think it's called like dry marker or something like that. And then I also just use like the standard monoline marker to make them more opaque sections. So this just gives it some variation and makes it look a little bit more interesting. And then later on, which I did not end up showing on film, was when after I printed it out, I just went over some of the sections with a gold marker just to enhance some of the details, because I really wanted to bring in gold accents into this theme. So I thought that was well suited to the cover page. So as you can see at the bottom, I put December with some calligraphy, and then I printed that out and glued it into my bullet journal, and this is how it turned out. And before getting along with the other spreads for December, I'm just prepping with some of my supplies. So I have some Pinterest photos here, some gold colored washi tape, a gold marker, and then also some scrapbook paper with gold accents in them. So as you can see, a gold theme is very common. So I'm going to begin by making my December calendar. I was extra gutsy this month and did not draw this out with a pencil first. And it went okay, sort of. So I just went right in with this gold colored Crayola super tip. It's not metallic, so it just kind of has like the color of gold but not the metalliciness, if that makes any sense. But I decided to do a nice header at the top with the actual metallic gold marker, included some washi tape, and then I added some little stars and stuff to just make it look very festive and Christmassy. And then with a gel pen, I'm just running out all the days of the month. I have a little expense tracker thing the side just to keep it really simple. And I just played around with how everything looked, and then that is the completed December calendar. So it's super simple. I've just kept this page pretty simple over the past couple of months because I just don't have time to make it really fancy. So because of that, I'm also going to keep things simple for the next spread, which is right away into my first weekly spread. Sometimes I like to do fun spreads like highlights, goals, trackers and stuff like that, but I've just been incredibly busy with school, so that's just not going to be applicable to this point in my life, and that's totally fine. So I'm just making it work for my current lifestyle, and that means just doing a calendar and a weekly spread. So as you can see, I have this starry scrapbook paper that I ripped and I'm gluing that in. I layered that with some Pinterest photos and played around with the positioning of them and added some washi tape. With the same gold marker that I used on the calendar, I'm just writing December at the top as a really simple header, and then I'm making these little starry lights kind of hanging across the page. It kind of doesn't look that great, but that's fine. This is with the same Crayola super tip that I used before, just to kind of tie in all of the Christmassy-ness of the page and stars and stuff like that. So I also did that on the other side over here. I feel like most months I pull out these craft paper post-it notes, which I got from Amazon. They're so handy, and oftentimes I don't use them for the sticky note function of them because they're not the greatest, but just for the craft paper aspect. So I'm making these little gifts at the corner, and then I'm just doodling on them with gold markers, gold gel pens, and then later on I ended up changing this top one over here because I wasn't happy with how the ribbon turned out. And next up, I'm just layering with some washi tape and then writing out all of the days of the week in some like kind of cursive-y font. And then of course, to continue with the gold theme, I'm using this gold gel pen, or it's more like yellow I guess, and writing in all of the days of the month beside. And then I didn't like how this gift turned out, so I cut out a craft paper square, and I'm just drawing a snowflake on it with my white Posca paint pen. And then in the corner over here, I'm just making my classic weekly to-do list for the upcoming week, and it's just a nice way to keep myself organized. And then this is the completed page. I think it's really cute, and it's the great way to start off the first week of December, and I'll continue to make more of these weekly spreads as the month progresses. And to just give you a final little look at all of the spreads that I created for December, here's a quick flip through. As I have done for the past 3 or 4 years, I'm going to also be doing an entire bullet journal flip through for 2021 coming up in the end of December, so get excited for that. I know it's always fun to look back and reflect on my entire bullet journal experience for the past year. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know the spreads were pretty basic and simple, but that's just how it is at this point in my life. So let me know what themes you guys are doing for December. I would love to know and chat in the comments. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope to see you in my next video. Peace had lie beneath your voice.